Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I thought I would jump on the bandwagon. I have seen so many people testing out SHEIn lately, and I have bought from them in the past, but literally so long ago that I feel like they've probably upped their game since then, or at least in everyone's videos that I'm seeing, the quality seems like it's leveled up so much. So I wanted to test them out today. This video is completely unsponsored. I've bought everything myself, nothing has been gifted. I've actually made 2 separate orders because I'm not gonna lie, I did order the first lot of stuff and I wore most of it on holiday, so little sneak peek, I'm very impressed. I do feel like, however, I just want to get straight into this video because there are so many pieces to show you guys. But just really quickly before we do, if you enjoyed today's video and you haven't already, please feel free to hit subscribe down below. I'll leave my Instagram on screen if you want to give me a little follow over there. But that being said, let's get straight into the first item. So we have a load of swimwear to get through, so I'm going to start off with all of those pieces just because there is literally so many, so then I would get on to the clothes. I managed to find some really cute dresses actually, which are perfect for this time of year. But the first bikini that I have to show you guys is this one. Now it is actually a 3-piece set. I do also have a little sarong to throw on with this, but I thought I'd start with the bikini so you guys can see what it looks like. I absolutely love the print of this. It's almost like a little tie-dye effect, which I'm obsessed with at the moment, and I feel like so many other people are. It's also very, very flattering. My most conscious area I'd say is my stomach. I'm learning to just not really care and just get on with it because this is the body I have. Learning to love it. It carries me around every day, so I'm not going to be too harsh on it. But if anything, this would be like my problem area as such. It's the most conscious area that I have. But I do feel like from the front, these type of bikini bottoms are so flattering. The ones that you can kind of pull up your hips just does wonders to your figure, and I absolutely love them. I mainly go for this style, so I'm really happy that these are as high-waisted as I thought they were going to be. The quality of SHEIn bikinis and all of their swimwear is insane. If you're going to get anything from there, I 100% would recommend the swimwear. It's so inexpensive, of course, like everything on their website, but I've just always been so impressed with their bikinis and their swimming costumes and everything. It just feels great. Like, you honestly could have spent about 30 quid on this bikini and it would be just as good quality. The bottoms on this one are definitely more of a thong style. They are quite cheeky, so it is great for tan lines, but if you do want a little bit more coverage, then I'd say opt for something else. But I am just going to quickly throw on the sarong and we can see what it looks like as a set. So this is what it looks like. It is honestly the tiniest piece of material, so I'm not sure this is going to add too much coverage, although I do quite like to tie a little sarong around me sometimes just for a little bit more coverage across my stomach. I just think it's really flattering. So there we go, that's what it looks like on. I think I've tied that right, I have no idea. Obviously you can just tie it around your waist as tight as you want. It does just have a little bow detail here. I love the fact that it's asymmetric. I think that adds another little cute illusion and is very flattering. I've just realised that mirror is still behind me. In all my videos at the moment I seem to forget this is a mirror and you can literally see behind me. So sorry if I'm showing a bit too much, but I think it's actually a really cute set. I love this. This is one of the newer ones, so I haven't actually tried this on yet, but I'm going on holiday in a week from as I'm filming this, but I think I might be there whilst you guys are watching this. So best believe that I am currently tanning in Greece in this little 3-piece. Okay, so then this is a little Bandeau style bikini. I actually do have this in another print, but I've lost the bottoms for it, and I'm really hoping that I have them here somewhere. Because if I don't, I've literally left them in Spain and I'm never getting them back. But I will insert a picture on screen of that one just before we get into this one because I did love it. I wore it so much when I was on holiday recently. And I just think they're really flattering cuts of bikini. But like with everything else that I show you guys in this haul, I will leave it linked down below in the description. So if there's anything you like the look of, just head down there and there will be links. But onto this little set, I am just obsessed with this. I am loving butterflies at the moment. Again, I feel like a lot of us are. But because I love the other bikini in this style, I thought I'd pick up this really cute little design. It literally just has butterflies like all over it. These tops I do like, and I love them for tan lines because obviously there's nothing going on up here, so you do get very minimal tan lines in these. The only thing I would say is that I always take the padding out. I mainly take them out of like every bikini from SHEIn just because I feel like they're kind of cheap, I won't lie. Like, they're not really adding that much for me. I can kind of do without them. If you do want a little bit of extra like coverage or a little bit of something there, then they might be useful, but I just find some of them to just be like uncomfortable, if not just useless. They're very odd shaped. Some are literally like a full-on circle, so yeah, just see how you feel about the padding. But yeah, this is a very flattering top. The only thing that it's not flattering for is the side. I'm sure a lot of us find this with multiple bikini tops, but it just kind of isn't doing a lot for me here, but what can you do? That is literally how my chest goes, so there's nothing I can do about it. But I just thought I'd point that out in case you did want like more coverage on the sides. I just personally love it for tan lines, so I'm not too fussed about that. These are also a lot more supportive than you would think. They do have 2 straps kind of going on the back, so you can tie them as tight as you want. So you can obviously offer a lot more support or make it looser if you wanted to. Then the bottoms, as you've probably just seen, are really quite cheeky on this one. I do actually really like these because you can basically make them as small or as wide as you want. So you can kind of ruche this in the middle, or you can literally pull them out to give you a little bit more coverage in the front. Again, for tan lines, if you want to make them smaller for that, and then if you're getting up and going to the pool or something, you can give yourself a bit more coverage. So I do really love these. They have this exact bikini in honestly every single design and every color you could think of. I think I actually have another design in this, so I might move on to that one next just to get it out of the way, and then we'll move on to some others. So this is the other design that I got in the same style of bikini. I forgot to mention at the start, but just for reference for sizing, obviously the website image you would have seen by now is always on screen, as well as the size that I got everything in underneath it, so make sure you're checking that if you're interested. But I am personally 5'6" in height, and I'm typically between a UK size 10 and 12, so hopefully that helps. But I do just quickly want to mention that I got most of these in a large, and some of them are minuscule, like literally tiny, so I feel like a lot of their stuff comes up very small. But I've also heard quite a few people say the same thing, so just be careful when you are choosing sizing. The only good thing about their website that I found actually was if you scroll down on each item, there is always reviews by customers, and a lot of them say like whether it was too big or whether you should go up a size in it because it came up too small. It's actually really useful, so I did use that a lot, and I feel like most things I've kind of nailed the sizing, but some I've definitely gone a little bit off, and this being one of them. I did get this in a large because I thought it would come up quite small. Also, I have just taken the pads out of this one because they are literally the round pads that I was just telling you about, so I don't really know why they go for this completely circular padding. I am just going to stand here with this one just because the bottoms are literally so small. I feel like you can see already this is the most minimal coverage of any bikini that I picked up, so I'm not really sure how confident I'd be wearing this one out. But the top half again is obviously the same style, so I do really like this. Obviously the back of the top is the same as the other ones, and the back of the bottoms is again very minimal like the front was. So yeah, this isn't my favorite one of these designs, but the other ones that I do have, I have been wearing and I absolutely love them. I have actually just found the bikini that I mentioned earlier, so I'm going to go over it very quickly because obviously you guys have seen the Instagram pictures by now. I also have just tied it a little bit differently. So with these Bandeau ones, obviously you can tie both straps separately and have it as like a double strap on the back, but also if you did want to just tie it all together, you can literally just grab all 4 strings and tie it in a little bow. So that's what I've done with this one. Just means it's a lot easier to kind of like untie if you want to tan and then tie it back up whenever you need to. But with this one on, I am just going to throw on the next item, which is a little cover up. So this is something else that I wore a lot on holiday. I just find that these come in so handy, and SHEIN have so many cover ups. We're going to get into them, but they literally have the most extensive selection I've ever seen on any website. I don't really love spending a lot on these things just because like sun cream gets on them, tanning oil gets on them. I just prefer them to be cheaper, to literally just throw on and not really worry about. So I grabbed this one. I want to say it was something ridiculous like £5. It was so cheap for what it is, and they just come in so handy. So you can literally just of course throw it over your bikini if you want to go for lunch or something. This one I do love specifically because it is like a maxi length. I will pan the camera down in a second so you can see it in full, but you literally just tie it around your waist. It's very lightweight as well, so it's not going to be too hot or anything to wear, and it does actually offer a lot of coverage. It just has a little slit down the side, but then all of this side is completely covered. Still feel like I can't stand back far enough, but hopefully you guys can see that this does more or less go down to the floor. It hits me around my ankle, so it is definitely like a full maxi length. Okay, this one I really do not think that I have tied correctly at all, so I'm just going to hold myself just in case anything kind of comes out. I need to get the website image up to remember how to tie this because I just really don't think I've put myself in this right. However, the concept of the bikini is very cute, and I'm loving these bottoms. Again, I think this cut is really flattering. It has kind of like a V detail in the middle, and for some reason, again, that is just like a really nice allusion to your bottom half. Literally all of the SHEIN bottoms that I've tried on so far, you can pull up your hips. So as much as not all of them have that shape, they do have enough stretch to kind of pull up and sit there. This top should be so cute, and I kind of understand the concept of it. I just really don't think I've executed it at all. This is definitely meant to be tied completely differently, so please ignore that because otherwise it's probably very cute. Let's just judge it on the website image, and I'm sure I'll work out how to tie it properly, and I'll probably take this away with me. So hopefully there'll be a cute pic in this on Instagram. I love a white bikini when you're on holiday and you have a tan. It literally just looks the best. So yeah, that is this one. Sorry it's not executed, and I'm not really giving you the best picture, but hopefully the website image helped. I believe this is the final bikini that we have, and then I have a couple of swimming costumes Then we'll finally move on to clothes. Sorry there's been so much swimwear, but all of their stuff is so cute. I just found so many great pieces on there. But I feel like this might be one of my favourite ones just because the fit is so nice on this. The only reservation I have is with the top half. I definitely could have gone down a size. But with SHEIn, I do kind of struggle with the fact that you can't choose different sizes. So with some websites, if you're buying like a top separately to the bottoms, you can obviously choose like a specific size. Sometimes I can be like a 10 on the bottom, sometimes I can be a 12, sometimes I can be an 8. It literally depends where I'm buying from. Otherwise, I do really love this. I think it's such a flattering cut. Again, obviously with the top half there's going to be no tan lines there as well, and these bottoms are some of the most flattering ones that I have put on. I think just because they are a little bit thicker here, so they offer a little bit more coverage, but again you can pull them so high up your hip. Like with literally every bottoms that I've showed you in this haul, these ones are again pretty cheeky at the back, but this is definitely one of my favorite sets. You can also kind of tighten it here, which I have done, and it still is a little bit loose, like it doesn't offer any support, so I could definitely do a down exercise like I say, but I feel like we could make this work. I just definitely wouldn't risk like jumping in the pool with this because I'd probably come up without a top on, and that wouldn't be cute. But this design and everything is so me. I'm literally obsessed with this. Okay, so then moving on to one pieces really quickly, I just grabbed a couple of these. These are the most flattering swimsuits I've ever put on my body. I think it's because they have this wrap detail to them. So they're the kind of design that you can do whatever you want with. So these two straps go up and over your shoulders, and then you just pull the strings however you want. So hopefully you can kind of see here, but I've basically crossed it over at the back and then pulled it back around the front a couple of times and literally just tied it in a bow here. This is the most flattering way to wear them just because it really pulls your waist in whilst giving a little bit of coverage. So I really like these, really nice quality. I feel like I haven't said that enough, but if they aren't, that is when I'll say. But if I haven't said anything, just take that as they are really nice quality, and this is definitely one of those pieces. Again, they have this in every single colour. They have it in so many different designs as well. I did actually pick this up in one other design, so I'm going to really quickly show you that, and then we can move on to some pool cover-ups I found. So I grabbed it in this little two-tone kind of design. So obviously on the left here we have the black design, and then it's also crossed with a little leopard print, which I just think is so cute. I also think that this kind of crossover detail can be really flattering. They did also have this exact pattern in other colours, so they have a different colour on the left here and then a different pattern. Like I say, there are just so many of these on the website. They do also have block colours, and I forgot that I grabbed this one. The only thing is this is way too big for me, which is kind of weird because I feel like I got them in the same size. So even though some of their pieces are exactly the same kind of style of swimming costume, their sizing does sometimes come up different, so I literally can't get this one on. It's just a little bit too big for me, so it's very unflattering. But I thought I would show you just because this is an example of one of the block colours they have. But if you are on the lookout for a really flattering swimming costume, then I would highly recommend these ones. So then really quickly moving on to a load of cover-ups that I found. I have also just thrown on the first bikini that I showed you guys, but this is the first little top. So I feel like as much as this is really cute for like throwing on by the pool if you do want to use it as a cover up, I also think you could definitely pair a little white lace bralette under this and dress it up with like wide leg trousers or something. It would look so nice. I just think that because the quality is there, this is such a nice design to be able to wear as a little top as well. So I'm really happy with this. It is a little bit more cropped than I thought it was going to be. I can't remember if I got the biggest size in this, just because I prefer things like this to fit more oversized anyway and just be a little bit more kind of floaty. Just be aware that it is a little bit cropped, so if you did want to dress it up, you definitely would have to pair something underneath just in case. But yeah, I really like this. I actually think it does go really nicely with these bottoms as well. Blue and white is like my favorite little color combo. So like I say, as a cover up, this would of course work so well, but I do think I'm going to be trying to dress this one up too. Then we have this one, which is more or less the exact same design. I feel like it has the same detailing of flowers going on, but this is much more of a dress. It just offers a load more coverage. I do think again this would just be so perfect to throw on for lunch. I always see people in these, and whenever I've looked for one, they've been so crazy expensive. I think because it's this like crochet detailing, and some companies just charge so much for that. So of course when I found this, it was literally, I want to say like 10 to 15 pounds, which is so good again considering the quality. I'm really happy with this piece. It feels really nice on. I also love the fact that it's not too thick. It feels really light and comfortable to wear, so yeah, this is literally perfect. It does also have these tassels that go down the middle. I mean, they're kind of crazy long, so I might chop them and just make them a little bit shorter. I think this is one of the last things that I threw in my basket, but I just figured that they're quite handy to have. I actually find these really useful to get changed in. I know that might sound crazy, but sometimes when I'm on the beach or something, I can't be bothered to walk the way up to the toilets to get changed. So I'll just throw one of these on and kind of get changed underneath. that just me? Might just be me. But yeah, I just wear these to death all the time, so I thought I'd pick up another one. Again, super inexpensive, so it really wasn't too much of a hard decision to make, but I do really love the style of it. It's also another piece that is very thin and very lightweight to wear, so it feels super comfortable on. Also, I've been really impressed by the fact that none of this stuff has been itchy. I feel like that was one of my reservations before, because I have bought from them in the past when I feel like they were just kind of starting out, and most of the materials back then were just so itchy and so uncomfortable to wear. But now they're really lightweight, like everything feels really nice on the skin and nothing feels itchy at all. So yeah, happy with this. The only detailing it has is kind of on the back and on the side, so it does have this kind of crocheted insert. I like it. Very simple, but definitely going to come in super handy. Another piece that was heavily inspired by George. I've seen this on her multiple times, and she wore it on holiday as like a pool cover up, which I definitely get because it's a lot more see-through than I thought it was. So I have obviously just kept the bikini underneath, because again, I would definitely wear this as a little pool cover up instead. You could probably find some like nude, maybe high-waisted underwear to wear underneath, and it would most likely be fine. I'm obsessed with the neckline. I think that is super flattering. Again, the quality is there. It's weird because it is kind of double layered, like it has a couple of layers going on the bottom half especially, but it is still pretty see-through, which I wouldn't expect for all those layers going on. The tying situation is very confusing. I have no idea if I've done this correctly. I've basically just tied these up together, and then you do kind of have to pull this bit here, so it does have a very drop back to it, as you can see, and this is very loose, but when you pull them together you can then tie it and it holds it in place. So I do love the back detail. I love that it's open, but I for sure just need to work out a better situation with these straps. Really like this. I can tell I'm going to wear it so much, and they also had it in other colours if you're interested. So that wraps up the kind of bikini and cover up section of this haul. Now moving on to a few really cute dresses that I managed to find. This one you may recognise because this is an exact Zara dupe. I actually thought it was going to be exactly the same dress, but I have felt the Zara one and the quality definitely isn't there with this one. Don't get me wrong, it still feels really nice and it's very flattering. Like, it all fits super nicely up here. It is elasticated as well actually, so that just makes it so much more comfortable to wear. It's really nice and figure hugging. Like, I am really impressed with the quality of it considering the price, but I did just think there was a possibility that it could be the same dress, but it definitely isn't. Like, Zara don't really get their stock from the same place as SHEIN. Although, like I say, I do still really like it for the price. Again, you literally couldn't expect any more. So yeah, really happy with this. I was just so intrigued to see if it was the Zara dress that we all probably know and love by now, but it's not. The quality is a little bit of a step down, I won't lie. Then I grabbed this really cute little white dress. I say dress because underneath it's actually short. So it has this double lining to it. So again, with it being white, it is not see-through at all, which is so good. The quality feels amazing. And again, this was another piece that I thought was going to be a little Zara dupe. I'm not sure it is the exact same. Like the other dress before, it's definitely like a step down in quality. I think it still kind of hangs the same, and it definitely is the exact same design. So the Zara one is very similar in the sense that it has this mesh overlay to it with all of these daisies, and it does actually have the detail of having like the gold kind of colour in the middle of the flowers as well. So that is all exactly the same. Although this is the one thing that kind of feels a little bit uncomfortable on the skin. It's not like unbearable, just be aware of that, but otherwise I do think it's so cute. This, even with just like flats or something, it's one of them pieces that would be perfect for a day-to-day look, but also you could probably dress up for the evening if you wanted to. Very easy to just kind of throw on, and I really like it. This is the final look dress that I picked up. I just thought this would be perfect to just kind of throw on. Again, when it's super warm outside, you don't really want to think about what you're wearing. This is just my perfect go-to. Again, with some sliders or even some trainers to casual it down even more. They had so many of these, like so many different prints, so many different kind of variations of style, but I do really like these halter neck tops. I just think they offer so much support, and you can get away with kind of going braless in this. It's very comfortable to wear, but it still does look really cute. So the back has this kind of crossover detail. Also, these do have adjustable straps, which I really appreciate. Like I say, very easy to throw on, very easy to pair with multiple different things. It's also a really nice length. It's not too short. Maybe even if I just take it up the tiniest bit, then it would suit me a lot more. But otherwise it is still a really nice dress, especially again for the price. And then the last clothing item that I have to show you guys is this little top. I did actually get quite a few others, but I'm not gonna lie, they really aren't the best quality, so I don't really want to recommend them to you guys. They're literally all just little crop tops, but they are paper thin, and some of them just aren't very comfortable to wear. So this was the only one really that I kind of love. It's a little bit different for me. It's very bright, but I actually love how this looks. I'm loving the details on the sleeves, especially these little puffy sleeves going on, and you guys know I love a square neckline. tone as well. So this is me to a T. You just probably wouldn't expect to see me in this much colour, but I'm actually kind of loving it. It also has a little tie detail in the front. This is kind of just for show. You can't really tighten this or anything. But yeah, this is the only top that I feel like was suitable to actually show you guys. Of course, it will be linked down below with everything else. But the final thing that I have to show you is a pair of shoes. Okay, so these are the final item that I have to show you guys. I feel like this haul has been so long. I really hope you've enjoyed it and you might have found something you like the look of. I've really enjoyed shopping from SHEIN. Let me know if you want another haul in the near future and I'll definitely do that. They actually do have a homeware section, which I'm so intrigued by. Like, I really want to do a whole homeware haul from there. So if you want to see that as well, let me know and I'll do a massive order. But anyway, these are the shoes that I picked up. I have seen these going around absolutely everywhere, and some of them can be so expensive considering the price and everything. The quality is there. I love this shoe anyway. I just think they're the perfect heel. Like, they're not too high. They still add a tiny bit of height, but most importantly, I just love the design across the front. These are such a trend right now, like paired with white dresses or jeans and a nice top. They're just the easiest little shoe to go for. So yeah, I was so glad when I found some on SHEIN. They had literally so many different styles of these. I ended up going for these ones just because they had some of the best reviews. But if you aren't too keen on like the thicker strap, they did actually have a bit of a thinner version as well. But yeah, they are the shoes that I picked up this time round. I'm really intrigued to pick up more in the future because their shoe range is massive. But as I mentioned, that is the final thing that I have to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this SHEIN haul. It's been so long since I've done one and I really enjoyed shopping on their website. I also feel like I found some really good staples, especially in terms of swimwear, but the dresses were so cute as well. If you guys have enjoyed today's video and you're new here, please feel free to hit subscribe before you leave. Also go and follow me on Instagram if you want to do that too. But that being said, I am gonna leave you guys to it and I will speak to you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.